Green 80!
46 to Mike. Get him! Get him! Get him!
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Anywhere, man. What are you doing?
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch the screen.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
You ain't ready today. You ain't ready today.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Wilson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 33. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Throwing again. Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 33 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Crunch. Back. Tighten up.
From the 27, Darnold being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Go, sign.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Silver.
To the air again, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got it at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, Bell. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No.
Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
There's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, let's go. Let's go together, man. Players make big plays, dog. Right. Here we go, son. 54. Mike 50. Man, 80. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 25. Check 20. Yo, 80. 25.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kid. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this position.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Green 80.
46.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the backer.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Oh, you got deep?
Tempo.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here.
Check Mike 33. So don't say nothing.
From the shotgun, Wilson rolling to his right. He may try and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll give this to Bell running right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Trick pass. Trick pass.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Good job.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because they're...
And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 33 yards that time. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. He'll get the first down and more inside inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Mike's 50.
Darnold on first down.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in
And
your
it'll be
nightmare.
intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Give me the bell.
So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. From the gun, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Right there.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder.
Come on now.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Buying time to his left. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll roll him out right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson rolling to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
It got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 82 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2.
Protein spill.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Check 3.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Check my 46. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Blue 15. Not here.
Watch tight. Tight.
Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson dancing to his left. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Line 54. I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Don't let 6-6 pull it high. Breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let them breathe, defense.
To throw is Darnold.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the
That's
ship.
going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 29 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Darnold from the gun. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 40-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Again, it's Bell. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike, hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
54 is Mike. Check,
Back to throw, Darnold.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Darnold. And that's incomplete. He was trying for his running back, Bilal Powell, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now it's Darnold. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means it had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Steps away to his left. It's caught. Lockett. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Nice touchdown, baby.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 24-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on second down. Darnold. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw, and that's caught by Smith. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go!
A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, it's Bell, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Hey, motion.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he is all the way up past the 25.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Carson, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now here's Michael Dixon, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
He's back to throw. That one complete to Anderson.
Complete to Bobby Anderson.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left. 3 down, 3
Well,
down.
going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.